I'm Cindy from The Upcoming. Where do you draw inspiration to create this film?
You've got one question, but we'll answer it twice, so you'll have it longer. I think it's the human story and the great genius that Lee was. I mean, it's a universal story. There's, if you go and make a film, you have to try to get a lot of emotion inside the film, and I think Lee's life, the ups and downs, his origins, and the way he's passing had a lot of that aspect of dramatization, and the work and the fact that he touched so many people visually in everything, and he collaborated with so many people at the time when he started to explode in England in the Cool Britannia years, the Blair years, etc. He was among some of the most key creatives. He was collaborating with the Britpop. He was collaborating with a lot of the drum and bass scene, the art scene. Some of the greatest British magazines were coming out. ID, The Face, Dazed and Confused, and he was amongst all of that. And he was not a precursor, but he was really into that thing. So I came to the UK 20 years ago, and I came at that time, and he didn't just a lot of people influenced me at the time, but he was, for me, represent the best of the UK, which I don't think is the best of the UK right now. And I think we've lost a lot of what was amazing 20 years ago. And as a foreigner in the UK, as a European in the UK, I just think we've lost a little bit of what was amazing 20 years ago.
I mean, he was an extraordinary man. And I think what we really wanted to do in this film is to show why he was extraordinary and unique. And also to sort of like show how he reflected both his angels and his demons in his work, which he did so powerfully and so uniquely. And we really wanted to kind of like harness all of that and take audiences on an emotional journey, because I think as soon as you start understanding a little bit about Lee, you feel very moved by his story. And we wanted to share that with audiences.
And how old are you both? And are you both based in London still?
I'm 40.
I'm 53.
I'm both based in London.
Yeah, we're Londoners. I'm a reborn Londoner.
Thank you so much.
What do you hope people will take away from this documentary?
Emotional journey, and
how amazing he was.
To really feel about the person and get a sense of the person, and how much, he was just a simple person that just managed greatness. In his close people, it was very hard for people to share their memories, and some people didn't come on board, and we completely respect that. And we do really feel this. Some people just look back at the time with Lee, and he for 90% of it was the best time. There was a lot of tough moments, because they pushed the limits of everything.
Yes.
In the creative industry, you can really take him and his team as an example of really all the time going as far as they could. But it's really that. That's what I would say.
I loved all the stories that we heard about how very early on in his career he'd go to Berwick Street, buy a bolt of fabric, go round to a friend's place with a bit of chalk out a pattern, cut it and make a pair of trousers or a dress for somebody without even measuring them up, just by his eye. And it would fit exquisitely. And those stories, to me, they kind of like express something of his kind of preternatural genius that he had. I mean, it's an extraordinary person.